Have you ever been intrigued by the fact that when it's time to sleep, your dogs seem to forget any other cozy spot and go straight to cuddle with you? And what if I told you that this simple habit could reveal profound aspects of the bond you've built? In this video, we're diving into 10 points that explain not only why your dogs seek your company during sleep, but also how this strengthens trust and affection between you. Stay until the end, because you'll discover a rarely discussed detail that turns this act of sleeping together into a true bond of companionship. Ready? Let's begin. Number 1. The heritage from wolves. In the wild, the ancestors of dogs lived in packs and slept close together to survive the cold and keep predators at bay. This pattern has been passed down through generations and remains in your furry friend. When they cuddle up with you, they are, in a sense, reliving the pack experience. Maintaining contact means ensuring warmth and protection. Studies on animal behavior reinforce that this memory of sleeping in a group remains strong even after centuries of domestication. And here's the first intriguing question. Is this search for togetherness just instinct? Hold on, because there are even more reasons that make this behavior so remarkable. Number 2. The hormone that strengthens love. Have you ever noticed something almost therapeutic about petting your dogs or letting them nap right next to you? This is the work of oxytocin, the love hormone, which plays a role in forming bonds. Multiple studies show that both humans and dogs release oxytocin during close interactions, which increases feelings of security and reduces stress. When your furry friend falls asleep next to you, this prolonged contact further enhances hormonal release, deepening the bond between you. Interestingly, it's not just your dog that feels comforted. You also experience this calming effect. But does this chemistry stop at being just a pleasant sensation? Stick around, because we'll soon see how this attachment involves both body and mind. Number 3. The double warmth that envelops body and heart. Dogs have a slightly higher body temperature than ours, but this doesn't stop them from seeking extra warmth on cold days. Snuggling up to their caregiver provides additional warmth and, at the same time, emotional comfort. That's why, even when it's not that cold, many dogs still look to lean against their human, as if saying, "Here, I feel safe and loved." With every nap, this shared warmth reinforces their companionship. It's worth noting that this practice of sleeping close goes beyond the physical. It creates a sense of belonging that ties back to pack instincts. Ready to discover an aspect that makes all this go beyond mere comfort? Soon you'll understand how the search for protection plays a role in this scenario. Number 4. The feeling of safety that soothes. In the wild, sleeping is the most vulnerable moment. That's why many animals can only relax if they're sure they're protected. When your dogs cuddle with you, it's like they're confirming, "Next to my human, nothing bad can happen to me." This relief from tension enables deeper and more restorative sleep. Some dogs even move less or snore softly when they sleep next to their caregiver, as they no longer need to remain on high alert. It's proof that the simple act of snuggling can create immense tranquility. But don't think only the dog benefits. In the next point, we'll see how you gain from this too. Number 5. The benefits to the caregiver's well-being. It's common to hear stories from people who feel calmer sleeping with their furry companions, especially during periods of anxiety or loneliness. The rhythm of the dog's breathing, the sense of loyal companionship, and the soft touch of their fur can act as a medicine without side effects. For some, it even improves sleep quality. However, of course, there are those who wake up at every movement or sigh from their pet, and this can be disruptive. Before deciding whether your dogs should share your bed, it's worth assessing if you're resting well. And if you think your furry friend might use this to start ruling the house, wait until you understand the next point. It busts a major myth. Number 6. Dominance isn't about where they sleep. For a long time, there was the belief that letting your dogs sleep on the bed would make them dominant. However, experts emphasize that leadership is established in day-to-day interactions through how you enforce rules and routines, not just the sleeping arrangement. If your dogs get down when asked and don't growl to defend their space, there's no sign of dangerous dominance. On the other hand, if they refuse to obey and show aggression, there might be an unresolved behavioral issue. So no need to fear the infamous, "they'll think they own the house." Harmony is built with consistent guidance. But what about dogs that seem to need constant contact? That's what we'll discuss next. Number 7. Unique personalities and histories. Every dog has a different background, whether it's their breed, upbringing as a puppy, or individual traits. Some are so affectionate that they won't leave your side, while others prefer their own little spot. So, if your dogs are the type that love to stay close, don't interpret it as a lack of independence. Perhaps they were raised with plenty of physical contact from an early age, or have experienced something that made them value closeness. Similarly, dogs that sleep away from you don't love you any less. They're just following their way of relaxing. The key is to respect each dog's personality. If you're concerned about the mess this might create, the next point explains how to balance hygiene and health while keeping the comfort. But if you've made it this far, you're probably enjoying the video. So I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up so you'll always know when I post a new video. Number 8. Keeping the bed clean and both healthy. Sleeping together doesn't have to mean fur everywhere or health risks. Keep your dog's vaccinations up to date, use dewormers, and control for parasites. Brushing their fur regularly reduces excessive shedding. If someone in your home has allergies, consider covering the mattress with washable protectors and changing the sheets regularly. This is how many caregivers balance the joy of sharing a bed with the need to ensure everyone's well-being. If, even with these precautions, the closeness becomes inconvenient, you can set up a comfy bed nearby. But how do you make this transition without upsetting your pet? That's what we'll discuss next, so pay attention. Number 9. Rules and transitions without trauma. Let's say, for some reason, you decide to change the rules and no longer want your furry friend on the bed. The key is consistency. If it was allowed before, you now need to gradually teach them that their sleeping spot will change. Offer a comfortable space, use positive reinforcement, and stick to the new routine. The dogs might be confused at first, but with patience, they'll learn they're not being rejected. And if it's the opposite, you want to allow them in the room, just establish clear commands for getting on and off the bed. This way, they'll understand it's a privilege, not something they can demand. And since we've come this far, get ready for the conclusion that ties all these points together. Number 10. A bond that strengthens night after night. When your dogs choose to lie close to you, they're not just seeking comfort. They're demonstrating a level of trust rooted in ancestral instincts, the love you share daily, and the certainty that you are a safe harbor. By accepting this closeness, you also show them that you see them as a fundamental part of the family, someone who deserves to share moments of peace. Every nap is a silent reminder that you protect and love each other, creating memories that add to your walks, playtime, and shared meals. So the next time your furry friend insists on snuggling up beside you, remember, it's proof of a bond that spans generations, transcends simple comfort, and becomes a symbol of unity between two species that have learned to walk together. Happy New Year to everyone, filled with achievements and good health. And, of course, may you have amazing moments with your furry friends. I'm leaving here a video about 12 ways to show your dogs all your love in a way they can understand. Click on the screen and keep exploring the amazing world of dogs with me.